I don't know. I don't have any classes in the Vic this semester, but I think it's pretty gross, and I don't exactly know how they got in there. But
there's some new students inside the Victoria Building lecture hall. They're a real pest, and they're starting to distract some Ryerson students from their studies.
So gross. Yeah. Like no comments, just so gross. Yeah.
I wouldn't expect that at all. And then when we're studying, I don't want to be studying or writing an exam and then have bedbugs pop up out of nowhere.
And he just said, oh, I don't know.
Well, it happened. This video shows bedbugs crawling around a desk at the Victoria Building, and they aren't friendly.
On February 22nd, I was sitting in my lecture hall at 8 a.m. and I felt just like an itch on my hand, so I looked down and there was like this tiny brownish red bug. The bites didn't show up until about 2 o'clock that afternoon, so it was a few hours later. But then the next day it had swelled and just kind of taken over the better half of the back of my hand.
Stephanie Phillips writes for Ryerson's Eye Opener and brought up the pest problem to university officials.
They said that there had been previous investigations into that same room prior to my report, and that they were going to conduct what they call an investigation into the room. Today, actually, they wrote back to us saying that the report came back, or the investigation came back negative. They found no activity in the room, and last night, reporters at the Eye Opener found several bugs, which they collected and put into jars.
This apparently isn't new to Ryerson. The Eye Opener published articles in 2012 and 13 about a bedbug problem in a residence building. We reached out to Toronto Public Health, and they told CityNews that they have been dealing with an influx in calls about bedbugs in the city. They are aware about this case from an anonymous complaint and said in a statement, "While TPH does not typically investigate complaints related to private residences and buildings, we may provide general advice and guidance on pest control if requested, or investigate further if a health hazard is identified." Students are hoping this problem gets squashed before these pests leave the school and follow them home.
As a student, working part-time job, having a student budget, it's the idea of having to pay for an exterminator to come into your apartment is very stressful.
We reached out to the university to find out how they're going to deal with the bedbug problem, but they told us that they don't have anyone available to speak with us on camera today. They did release a statement to CityNews saying that they are aware of the issue and are assessing the room in question. At Ryerson University, I'm Brandon Rowe, CityNews.